Good evening and welcome in tonight's news. His Majesty the King discusses with the United Arab Emirates Federal National Council Speaker the strong and historical relations between the two countries. The Prime Minister holds meetings in Tokyo with several Japanese ministers and officials that focused on bilateral cooperation. And Israel continues to target Al-Amal Hospital in Khan Yunis as the death toll rises to 29,000 Palestinians since October the 7th. Welcome again, I'm Samah Talal'a. His Majesty King Abdullah affirmed the necessity of an immediate ceasefire in Gaza, protecting civilians and ensuring the sustainable provision of humanitarian aid to the Strip. His Majesty made the remarks in a meeting with United Arab Emirates Federal National Council Speaker Sagar Ghobash. King Abdullah highlighted his keenness to enhance bilateral cooperation, especially in the parliamentary field. Prime Minister Bishr al-Khassauneh held meetings in Tokyo with the Japanese ministers of economy, trade, industry, foreign affairs and defense, and other officials that focused on bilateral relations and ways to further enhance them in various fields. Al-Khassauneh said his visit to Japan coincides with the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic ties, pointing to the distinguished relations and strategic partnership. The Prime Minister stressed that Japan has always been supportive of Jordan and its development efforts, adding that Jordan looks forward to Japan's participation in vital projects in the sectors of information technology, food security, education, tourism, and electronic security. Foreign Minister Ayman al-Safadi will lead the Jordanian delegation presenting Jordan's oral pleading before the International Court of Justice (ICJ) in The Hague on Thursday. Foreign Ministry spokesperson Sufyan Gda said the pleading is related to the advisory opinion requested by the UN General Assembly on Israeli practices affecting the human rights of the Palestinian people in the occupied Palestinian territory, including East Jerusalem. The case is separate from the genocide complaint South Africa filed to the ICJ against Israel for its violations in the ongoing war. Palestinian Foreign Minister Riyad al-Maliki demanded an immediate end to Israel's occupation of the Palestinian territories at the start of hearings into the legal status of the occupation at the International Court of Justice. Al-Maliki accused Israel of subjecting Palestinians to decades of discrimination and apartheid. He reiterated accusations of Israeli genocide in Gaza, which Israel rebuffed at separate hearings in The Hague last month, which the World Court ordered Israel to do everything in its power to prevent acts of genocide. More than 50 states will present arguments before the International Court of Justice in The Hague until February 22nd. Following a 2022 request from the UN General Assembly for an advisory, non-binding opinion. The Palestinian Red Crescent Society said Al-Amal Hospital, still operational in Khan Yunis, continues to be a target of Israeli attacks. This came as Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu insisted that a ground operation in Gaza's Rafah will go ahead despite warnings from Western countries that such a move would have a devastating impact on the nearly 1.5 million forcibly displaced Palestinians sheltering there. Meanwhile, the Gaza Health Ministry said 107 Palestinians have been killed and 145 others injured in Israeli strikes on the Gaza Strip in the past 24 hours. More than 5 months into Israel's onslaught on the Gaza Strip, over 29,090 Palestinians have been killed and over 69,000 others were injured. That's it for tonight. Thanks for watching.